All right, y'all, it is no better time than the present. Let me get my friends, hold on. Because she gonna take all the blush. And these guys, they just gonna be whatever. All right. Hey, good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Kara, and whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for this one. So I was supposed to have this video up. It is Thursday evening. It's 9:00 p.m. and it has just been a long day. I have been getting the gifts together for the teachers, all that good stuff. And I'm just sitting down here to try to do this blush declutter. So I'll probably double up on another video because I still want to have 24. Frizzmas is Frizzmasing. But it's been a little lax this year. I'm actually happy about it. But anyway, we're going to go through the blush today. And I'm really curious about this one. So if that sounds good to you, keep watching this video. Let us know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with those who feel the same way, definitely consider joining the community because we would love to have you back. All right, let's get started. Don't touch me like that. So how are you? I'm great. I don't know. I would say somewhat under the weather. My throat was scratchy, now it's scratchy again. And I'll have to talk to y'all about it. But Marky is having like this delayed reaction from his anesthesia. And it has just been a long week. But I'm really excited to sit down and do this declutter because the other ones have felt great. Blush, eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks. These are the ones, I've never done a lipstick declutter. These are the ones where I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get the collection down to half, but I'm gonna be on a one in, one out policy. So if something comes in, then something has to go out. So let me know how you're doing in the comment section of the chat, whichever you prefer. And let's, without further ado, see what we can do. I'm not someone that has a lot of history with makeup, but it seems like blush has had quite the resurgence. One of the things that I am looking at is like, how many shades of blush can one have? There are different formulas, you know. There's the liquids, there's the sticks, you got the baked, cream to powder, cream. I don't know what else I could add to this collection to satisfy the blush desires. I'm not getting rid of a lot of these blushes. It's not happening. Let's start with this. This is a random one. I was watching a video by Rosenben, and she was talking about the color changing blush, pH changing blush. This is a black blush, and I ordered it from Amazon. That's what it looks like. And this is something I could definitely wear. This is, again, from Amazon, and it was not a pricey blush, but I don't think I mind keeping it just because, what else am I going to do? I'm not giving it away. I mean, so it would be a matter of throwing it away. However, this is a no, because I don't even like how that's showing up, so no. So let me just take back everything I just said because I'm looking for any reason to get rid of stuff. This blush is from Laura Mercier. I think it's almost empty. I actually like this one. It's a tinted moisturizer blush in the shade Southbound. But I remember really liking this actually. But I just have just so many other things. So I'm gonna let this go. I haven't used it in a really long time. Let's talk about these blushes. Now, for my friends who were around for the initial ColourPop and Sailor Moon blush or Sailor Moon collection, these blushes went out of stock so quickly, and then people were selling them on Mercari for an arm and a leg. And I do love this whole lenticular motion situation. I feel like this blush is okay. Not sure if you can see it, but it's got some sparkles in it. I don't think I've even used this. I just think someone would enjoy it more than me. I'm really gonna stay away from purchasing for packaging, but this packaging is fantastic. This blush is called Cat Eye. This one is called From the Moon. This one is a bright matte, no sparkles. I don't think I've used these. I cannot believe how much they were selling these blushes for. when they initially sold out. I want to say this was 2020, but the blushes are like $8. I love the packaging more than the blush. So that just lets me know I don't need to keep these in my collection. This is a new blush that I have from Maybelline. And I think I have more than one of these. So we may see another one pop up. Oh no, it's gonna pop up right now. So these are sun-kissed blushes. So I have the shade City Sizzle and I have Downtown Rush. These are both gonna be kept. I don't think I've even used them. We'll see what this looks like. Why did I pick this color? Is this, yeah, this blush, yeah. Oh no, that's cute. Okay, no, never mind. I'm like, why did I pick that? That's why. It's a really cute coral, but it looks so light right there. City Sizzle. I'm sure that's gonna be nice. Oh yeah, that's gonna be real nice. So, gonna keep those and play around and we'll see. This is one I have from e.l.f. I was thinking about trying to do a comparison video to the Charlotte Tilbury ones like this, but then I realized I didn't really care. So I really don't need to keep this, but my thoughts, and I don't know if they're in here, my thoughts are to actually keep this one over the Charlotte Tilbury ones just because they're old. So this is gonna stay. Oh yeah, wait a minute. And I also have two more from Essence. You know, at one point I was like, oh, maybe I wanna go drugstore. And so I did a whole haul and never showed anything. And that also lets me know about how impulsive I can be at times where I'm like, okay, I'm making this switch, you know? And that wasn't the smartest thing to do. I would like to use them so that the money is not. I really think it's time to get rid of this. This is from Shantae, and this is the Emotion Bee blush. And if you've been with me from the beginning, you will know that this blush was so disappointing. I had no idea about what was an overspray or anything like that. This one had an overspray of a golden bee. And I just thought it was gonna be like this shimmery gold blush. I'm gonna let this go. I was saving it for nostalgia and then getting mad every time, but I think we should just let it go. This one is a blush light from a brand that no longer exists anymore. And I did show a highlighter in another video. I think these are so neat looking though. That's pretty. And it's one of those things where it looks like the color goes throughout. You just don't know what you're gonna get. So I'm gonna let this go. Again, this brand isn't even in business anymore, but I do love the idea of this, but it's gonna go. This blush is from Menagerie. This is the Authoring blush in Best Buds. I wanna say this was their original Best Buds Glow blush, and I love this one. It is beautiful, duochrome. I would say it's like NARS Orgasm, but to the next level. Not really even seeing that level here, but that's the keeper. So these next three are from the Sleepover collection from Unearthly Cosmetics. I realized this was another design that I was keeping around for the packaging because even with the eyeshadow palette, the shades are just so hard pressed. And I think I felt the same about these blushes, but I might be lying because I do like their blushes, but if it's a shimmer, maybe. Okay, so this is the shade Charmed. I do have a lavender blush by them. I think it's called Haze. So not using that. So this one is called Bow and Arrow, and I've definitely used this one very gently. It is like a really iridescent lavender shade, not one that I need in my collection at this time. And lastly, we have this one. This one is called Cherub. Another one that I've only used one time. I think these blushes really go for fair or light medium skin tones. So there's that. Here's a blush from Odin's Eye. Probably want to declutter this one. That's really pretty. I didn't enjoy that there was an overspray there. Colors, I mean, the color's nice. I have something else that I like more, so that's going to be decluttered. All right, I have this blush here from Skin Glass. This one is called Petal. This is what Petal looks like. I think this is worth giving a go. I don't really need it, but I like the color. So I'm gonna keep Petal. Now I do have three blushes from House Labs. We have Glassy Tangelo, Glassy Hibiscus, Glassy Lilac. I like all three of these. Actually, yeah, I do. I was about to say, did I use it? Yeah, like look at the pigment on that. and you can diffuse it out, which I think is nice in case you are worried that you put on too much. I love lilac balmy shades, so that one really makes me happy and gives a little more pigment than my Chanel. And then this one might be my favorite, the Glassy Hibiscus. It's just such a cool toned blush that I think could go with so many things. And I really like the formula of these Haus Labs blushes. If I didn't say it, they don't mess up the makeup that you have on underneath. We have two blushes by No Music. We have Daiquiri Dip and Petal Poppin'. I was actually looking for Rose Latte because that's the one I would keep. But I'm going to get rid of Daiquiri Dip. I actually don't like how that looks. Petal Poppin' is a great shade, but it's not an uncommon shade. So I'm going to let Petal Poppin' go as well. This one is from Essence Beauty, and it is called Strawberry Flush. I'm going to go ahead and maybe give this a... hold on now. Oh, I don't think I like that consistency. Can y'all see that? Okay, it might look nice on the face, but I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I don't have time. I have one blush here from Rare Beauty, and this is in the shade Believe. And these are gonna last me for the rest of my life because it's so much and they're so pigmented, but I love this color. So that's gonna be a keeper. And since we're doing Rare Beauty, let's go over these blushes or blush lights. So this one is Happy. I love the shade Happy. That's staying. Oh, Joy is also staying. Very beautiful. Love is the one I love how it looks, but it is way too deep for me. I don't know. Yeah, it's too deep. I mean, it could be a blush topper, but I think I have someone that I can give that to. And then we also have Truth, which is the other one. Yeah, way too deep. I'm thinking about my friend Dr. Ash from Dr. Ash and her makeup, but I also am not sure how these will transport, but I'm gonna declutter those two. Now I do have some blushes here from RMS Beauty. I was supposed to move the other stuff out the way. Sorry, y'all. This one is Sangria. Love that. This is Mai Tai. Very beautiful. These don't accentuate any texture or anything. Maiden's Blush is probably one of my favorite blushes in my collection. It's kind of like that brown, I don't know, it's like a brown focus in the blush that I like rosy brown. And then lastly, I have Bohemian Girl. So that's almost like that pinky golden blush that it looks like we were trying to achieve with the one from Essence, but it was really dry. All right, so I love the decision of keeping those four blushes. I think they're the ones that I have. I do have a blush stick from ColourPop, and the shade is Aloha. What I'm starting to notice is that the shades are definitely similar. There's the Aloha shade, but I really like the shade, so I'm gonna give this one a try. We still have so many more blushes to go. This one is from Sydney Grace. I'm not a huge fan of the color. It's called Petunia. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit deep for me, even if I do it lightly, so that's gonna be decluttered. I have one Super Shock from ColourPop, and it's called Between the Sheets. I decided I wanted to give these a chance again, so we will see. They're so putty-like, and I don't know if it's just that I don't enjoy the experience, but it made me think of these from Nude Sticks and how they feel, and I was really excited about these colors. I think the quality of the Nude Sticks is a little better. These formulas look like they're formulas where you're gonna have to really build them. But I'm wondering when would be best to wear shades like this? Would it be like a no makeup day? Because I really do like how these are showing up on the skin, like super soft. So it's kind of, you know, even taking the whole stack idea from Melt. I don't know how they got permission, but I'm gonna keep this now that I think about it, at least for now. We're about to really get into the thick of it. Westman Atelier, this is in the shade Petal, I am certain, yes. I love it. Cool tone kind of blush. I like the tone. I like the performance. See how much I even have, and I've got a ton left. I have one stick blush from Victoria Beckham in the shade Roller Skate. Nice bright one. Ooh, beautiful. So I will be keeping that one. Now I do have my iconic London Glow Play, or no, Kiss by the Sun. All right, so I have 3, but I'm only keeping 2 if I didn't get rid of one. This one is called Playtime, and I do love the gold shimmer there. We also have Oh Honey. This is gonna give that golden bronzy brownie type look, if that's something that you're going for, or even as a highlighter, depending on your skin tone. I have this one from Thomas Ford, and this is the incandescent. And I love this. I love the blush. I love the highlighter. It's very nice. All right, I do have this blush here from Vive, and it's in the shade Piazza. I love the idea of the brown blush, but I think I found my love with the ones from Fenty. There's Piazza here. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that one. I'm also gonna declutter this one from NARS. It is called Liquid Blush. Oh, sorry, Liquid Blush. This one just doesn't really show up, and I wanted Wanderlust because I thought it'd be really cool. But no, like barely can see it. So no to that. I have these blushes here from No Music, and you saw I got rid of the creams. This one is the Hot Cheeks in Juicy Peach. It looks almost like a baked formula, and I really like it. So we have Baking Cakes, which is my, oh my God, I'm being very rough with Baking Cakes, but Baking Cakes is like my favorite right now. And I love it. Yes. I also have Sundress Season, another really beautiful shade you can use with warm or cool looks. And then this is the one I haven't tried yet in person. I mean, I tried it at the store, but what a brat. I'm so excited. I love that shade. So that's what we're working with there. I have 2 from Gucci that will not be going anywhere. This one is soft red, and I really like how soft it is. And you can build it up. There's soft red, so that's a yes. And then we have Intense Plum. Very beautiful. I have 2 blushes from City, also known as Cial. So we have June, which is a really deep one, but blends out really nice. You might even be able to use it for a bronzer. And then we have the shade Kirsty or Kirsty. So these are the blush shades that are from Cial. All right, let's look at these from Dior. I really like this one. This one is Rosy Glow. I don't think I've even touched it, so let's keep that. I do enjoy, I'm sorry, they're all called Rosy Glow. Let me backtrack. This one is called Cherry. Purpley one is called Berry, which this is super deep. And then we have Mahogany. This one's gonna be way, way, way too deep for me. So, yeah. I know it's a blush, but that's not gonna work. I have these 2 from Chanel. These are the Water Fresh blushes where you have to pretty much get messy or have some place to break up the pigment and then put it on. It's time for me to let these go. Oh, I'm gonna give these to August friends. 2 from ColourPop, and these are actually lip and cheek balms. I'm not really sure what made me go for these, but they are gonna go away. I'm gonna keep my Eau Blues Rosy Drops from Drunk Elephant. I've had this for a long time, but it's working fine. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm also gonna be keeping my Laura Mercier blush. I love this blush. It is in the shade Very Berry. So I will not need to purchase any berry things to participate in a trend. Here's a blush stick from LYS. It's called Curvy. Ooh, that's very pretty. That's reminding me of something that Fenty would do. Now these 2 blushes from Hourglass are 2 of my best in my collection. I love At Night. There's so much product in the pan, but then depending on how you swatch, it's gonna come out different. And it's hard to explain it because you wonder like how much the red is gonna show up, but it does. And this is perfect on my skin tone, so that's another thing to take into consideration. I also have Sublime Flush, which is another one that I think is so beautiful. I feel like swatching it doesn't do anything. It's what it looks like on the skin. I love these two shades from Hourglass. I'm not sure how I feel about the formula, but now that I know there's a button on the bottom, I will practice with these a little bit more. Let me know your thoughts. I have two here from Givenchy. These aren't going anywhere. So we have, let's see, Mousseline Lilas. You can see those colors, almost like Barbie-esque. Organza CN, which is almost like, it's not like a brick red, it's like a terracotta. So I really do like these blushes. It's just that they're not the most convenient to put on. I feel like I'm not getting rid of any blush, y'all. That's sad. Not really. Patricia, I have, let's see, Divine Rose, surprise, surprise. Looks like this one is Sun-Kissed Seduction. So again, we're getting these kind of brownie blushes, blush sticks, so we'll see how those go. I'm wondering, should I save these? These are my Wayne Goss face palette. So I'm thinking we'll do a face palette video just because they have multiple products in them. I love this one from Dior. This is Galactic Red. This one is another really, really good blush. And it goes so nicely with the one from Hourglass. So that's a yes. We're getting to the heavy hitters. Let's start with, I would start with House Labs. I would say Fire Moon's probably one of my favorite blushes. I love just the tone. It's got some, I would say terracotta, kind of peachy, but still brown. So I really like that. Now, it's so crazy how the size of the blushes have changed, but I'm gonna stop talking about that. I love this one, y'all. This is the Dragon Fruit Days. So I think all of these are in the small size now. The Hibiscus Haze. I mean, I could really just wear these blushes every day. French Rosette. Really beautiful. And this should be Pomelo Peach. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know where Pomelo Peach is. This one is Watermelon Bliss. I'm not sure where Pomelo Peach is, but that mirror is broken, so I always try to be very careful with it. I'm not getting rid of any of those. So the NYX blushes, I think, are the best I've seen this year. So I am happy with purchasing the ones that I did. This one is called Feeling Butter. I haven't used this one yet. This one is All the Butter. But the formula on these is actually just really, really beautiful. We also have For the Butter. Wait a minute, what was this one? All the Butter. The purple one was All the Butter. This one is For the Butter. This one is called You Know Butter. And this one has a little shimmer to it. We also have Butter Together. I like to say Butter Together. So that's a nice soft pink. And I feel like I'm missing my tangerine blush, because I do have the tangerine one. Maybe, where's the tangerine one? Well, I do have tangerine, and I'm not sure what happened to, oh, tangerine's right here. Sorry, y'all. Here's tangerine. It was in there the whole time. Yes, look at that. So pretty. Let's move on. We'll say Pat McGrath for last. We have Chanel. The first one is, actually we have 4 from Chanel. So let's see what's first. Let's do the Chains de Chanel. And there it is. You see I've worn away some of that embossing. But I love reds like this. This reminds me of the Hourglass one as well. We have the Mauve Glacé. This was from the winter collection, so there it is. And I have worn this, but the embossing is on here really well. So yes to that. And then we have the Coral or Corel Give. Very pretty. Got a little shimmer to it, but I think on the face it's gonna be just the right amount of everything. So my Chanels are staying. Let's go to Melt, and then we'll do Pat McGrath. So these, actually no, I'm talking about these. These are the Digital Duo Dust Blush. This looks like Buzzkill, yep, Buzzkill. So these are totally shimmers. We have Raw Honey. This reminds me of the shade Maiden's Blush from RMS. And then this one is Queen Bee. So this is gonna be that golden honey kind of bronzy situation. There's that, and then I have my creams. So Golden Hour is my new one. Trying to work on that one and get that to show up. We have Polished, which this is another really beautiful one. Looks nice over your makeup. Cali Dream, beautiful. Daydreamer is also very beautiful, nice and deep. Got a little bit of shimmer to it. Then we have Sandy Cheeks, which is my baby. I even like using, I think it's Sandy Cheeks, like for my under eye sometimes to give it like a peachy situation. And lastly, we have Honey Thief. So those are the Melt blushes. And lastly, we're gonna go to Patricia McGrath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know, I was thinking I had more than that, but we shall see. The first one that we're gonna look at is Paradise Venus. Not a bad shade at all. I can see myself wearing this one. So I am going to keep Paradise Venus. This next one is Nude Venus. And the blushes are really, really nice. So I'm not in a hurry to get rid of them, but I am in a hurry to get some more organization. This next one is Flirtatious. Flirtatious is the one with the purple. Right? No, actually no. I think I can let this go. It's not doing anything, and that's how I feel. And I'm not gonna look back, because if I do, I won't get rid of anything. Electric Bloom. This one's really pretty too. Look at that. Next we have Divine Rose. This should probably be an easy keep. Night Bloom. Night Bloom is beautiful. I just haven't figured out where to wear that yet. So unique, so that's gonna stay. We next have Venetian Sunrise, and this was gifted to me from my friend Miri, and it does show up. So this could give ethereal, and it could also give ashy. I'm gonna let Venetian Sunrise go. Next we have Cosmic Coral. Cosmic Coral is one I wear pretty often, so I am going to go ahead and keep that one. Yeah, I like Cosmic Coral. And this last one should be Paradise Glow. Let's hope, but it's not. I don't know where Paradise Glow is, because Paradise Glow is the one that I wear a lot. Desert Orchid, but I love Paradise Glow, which is really the best of both worlds. So I will put Paradise Glow in my log because I have it somewhere. And I'm also gonna keep Desert Orchid. I think it's really beautiful. Mist Blush from Chanel. This is the blush Comet in Coral Etoile. And this one had like a embossing where you could look at it through the mirror and you would see the CCs. I knew blush was gonna be tough. If we look at what's being decluttered, we have the two from Rare Beauty. We have the one from Odin's Eye, Shanta High, Laura Mercier, Dior, that's that mahogany, Sydney Grace, just didn't like that shade. We have NARS, two from Fenty, Vive, we have Essence. I'm getting rid of Flirtatious from Pat McGrath. I'm gonna get rid of this topper situation. I'm going to get rid of Divine Rose. I'm gonna get rid of, actually I'm lying, keeping Electric Bloom. This black blush, the Chanel's, I think I was saying. Oh my gosh, I don't know where Paradise Glow is because the box is saying Paradise Glow, but that's okay. And I'm going to also be decluttering the two from ColourPop and the three from Unearthly. And I had some face palettes here, but we'll do face palettes at another time. All right, well, I definitely didn't get rid of a lot, and I knew that was gonna be the case, but this has also showed me we can't lose sight of what we already own. So what I'm looking forward to doing with this situation is doing an inventory of my collection. I was only really doing it consistently with eyeshadow palettes, but I realized that that's not the only weakness that I have. So I'm really hoping to get some new experience with my older makeup and just like do some more looks, really just have a good time with the makeup and not focus so much on getting new. So again, when it comes to blush, we're talking about one in, one out. I can't add anything else. This collection cannot get any bigger. So that is going to be it for this video. I feel like this was kind of a long one, but thank you so much for taking out some of your time. Let me get my elves. They fell asleep. They was laying like that and hanging out with us for another one. Y'all gotta wake up. I hate you. It's not nice. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Stay safe. We'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.